Be still for a moment, my child. Heaven has paused everything to reach you. In this exact hour, a quiet call is moving across the space between my heart and yours. The veil is thin right now. The sounds of your life have been moved aside so that one voice can get through clearly. Mine. This is not a small hole. It won't be open for long. Could you please give me these moments, from the first word to the last? Don't turn your head away. Today's message is more important than anything you've heard in a long time. I've already tried to get in touch with you. You already know this. Even though you haven't said it out loud. You couldn't figure out what the soft whispers meant. There were light pushes that came out of nowhere. Dreams that didn't seem real. Talks that you thought about for days after they were over. It's very late at night, and you woke up, wide awake. I was sure that something was going to change because my heart was beating so fast. Everyday things were going well for you, until all of a sudden you knew something that wasn't normal. You suddenly felt your chest become still. You couldn't name the pull. That wasn't fear. I was able to reach you through all the noise of your day, but you always turned away. You said it was stress. You said it was because you were worried. You thought it was just an old trick of the mind. And the word with your name on it, the one I had written just for that moment in your life, was not heard. Listen up. I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad. That's why I'm telling you this today is different. I set up everything today so you wouldn't be able to miss me. There was no time out that took you away. There's nothing important that has come up right now. It's not a mistake. I was in charge of this hour myself. Pay close attention, because I'm talking to you and not a crowd. Not to many. Hello. The one whose heart is beating a little faster now. The person who can't put their finger on what's making them feel warm. Even though your mind isn't sure if it believes me yet, your spirit knows my voice. I have two things to say to you today. I won't soften the word "oh one," because you need to hear it all the way through. The other is a promise that is bigger than anything you've asked me for. Both are true. You can have both. Both of them require you to stay with me until I'm done talking. Yes, I'm being firm today. My voice has a fire to it that you might not be used to. Do not get it wrong. A dad who doesn't say anything as his kid walks toward a cliff doesn't love that kid. I can't keep quiet because I love you too much. It's clear from how firm I am. Heaven paid attention to something that happened not long ago. You understand what I mean. Something inside you is answering even as these words reach you. That quiet pull you feel, isn't this message making you think? My spirit is confirming what your heart has known for days. You've been wondering why your peace has been shaky, why your prayers have been making your mouth feel heavier, why you felt a low level of restlessness from morning to night. You told yourself it wasn't important. It wasn't nothing. You felt my hand on your heart, telling you I wouldn't let you go another step without hearing from me. But first, understand this. I am not here to judge you. You are crushed and left in the dirt by condemnation. My correction goes away. It grabs your hand, turns you around, and puts your feet back on the ground. There's a difference, and you'll feel that difference in your bones by the time I'm done talking. There's more to this than just correction, too. There's a door after this tough word. My hand has been on hold for you. You won't know what's behind it at first, but it will feel like a deep peace, forgiveness, and favor that you didn't deserve. I'm going to tell you everything, but there is only one way to get to the door, and that path goes through the truth. So I'll ask you straight out, will you stay? Could I say both the hard and the beautiful thing at the same time? As soon as my voice stops making them sound good, a lot of people turn away. You're still here, though. That makes me happy to know something about your heart. It shows that you're not just looking for comfort. You want to know the truth. And a heart that can take in truth is a heart that I'm sure of good things. You don't know how rare that is. Kings haven't had it. Right now, just by staying, you're showing it. The hours that are behind you are different from the hours that are ahead of you. There is already movement. Allow me to work while you listen. Things that you can't see are being put in place. The plans I made a long time ago are finally coming together. And you are right on the edge of them. Don't rush through this moment like you did the others. Slow down. Soak it up in the deepest parts of yourself, where you really live and not just what you do for other people. I don't talk about the surface. I'm talking to the real you, the one I know everything about. So, my love, take a deep breath. Let go of everything you were carrying when this word came to you. The work will be done later. Don't worry about it yet. There is only my voice, your heart, and the truth between them for a while. That's where things start to change. It doesn't matter how long you wait for the truth. I will start with the hard word. The promise will mean more than it ever could have before the harsh words are spoken. That's how I do things. The root came first, then the fruit. The turning came first, then the blessing. If you know this word has reached the right heart, say "Amen" out loud. Now I want you to make that statement public. If you type "Amen" in the comments below, it means you understand this word and are ready to hear the harsh truth. The heavens are ready for you to recognize them. To start the flow of God's favor in your life, click the like button again. For my good luck to spread to everything you've given me, please like this video. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Listen to the harsh word. Your heart told you not to make that choice. You went over a line you knew was there. It was seen and written down in heaven. During that time, I did not remain quiet. And even though you didn't want to, you moved forward anyway because of my pause. Do not fight back right away. Don't use the reasons you've been practicing. I already know them and what's really going on behind their words. That's not the time for a fight. It's for being honest, which is the only thing I need from you right now. Learn what really happened, because it didn't start where you think it did. It wasn't your hands that started it. It all started with an idea. Some thoughts came to me that were not peaceful, and you didn't push them away, you let them stay. You gave it food. You let it stay longer than an hour, even though you knew it should have left. That little allowance slowly grew. The thought turned into a lean. The leaning turned into a choice. They made a choice, and that choice opened a door in the unseen world that should have stayed closed. Even though you couldn't see the door, you could feel the draft going through it. That cold made you feel uneasy, and it hasn't gone away completely since then. It always works this way. Not everyone falls at the same time. They move in small steps that are easy to explain away. It's easier to ignore the next quiet warning after the last one has been ignored. Hearing gets worse ear by ear. Right there is the path you took, which is exactly why I had to cut you off today. I'm really mad, but listen to what I'm mad at. It's not meant for you. It is aimed at the path, the thing that reached out to you, and the slow mess. It makes sense to me to wait further down that road. When a shepherd sees a wolf circle, they don't whisper. He yells. My voice is as sharp as a shepherd's yell today, and it's to protect you. Please pay attention to something else. I don't fix things that don't bother me. A farmer has given up on a field when he doesn't work in it. He hopes to get a harvest from the one he walks, prunes and clears. You are being told what to do because you are important. This strong word is the best proof that I haven't let you go. Also, let me tell you what this mistake did not do. It didn't stop you from calling. It didn't make you less valuable in any way. It didn't change how much I loved you or how I looked at you. It changed the way you were going, and that's what I'm here to fix. It's not worthless to be lost on the wrong road. He's just going somewhere, and I won't let you go. But don't let being at ease make you careless. What you did was important. It slowed down the progress I was making in your life. You could feel it right away, that change inside, where calm turned into chaos and clarity to fog. That was your spirit telling the truth, even though you didn't say anything. You're not in the most danger because of the mistake itself. It is pride. Pride will tell you this word is for someone else. Pride will tell you it was not so serious, that everyone does it, that you can manage it on your own. Pride has led stronger souls than you into places they never returned from. Do not let it speak for you today. Feels like a heavy weight is on you as you hear this. I know you feel it. It's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to wake you up. It's the weight of conviction, and we should be thankful for conviction. Confusion wanders in circles, but conviction points at one thing and says, here, this is the matter. Take care of this. That's what I meant. I won't let you miss it. Right now you have a choice, and I'll tell you what it is. You can be humble. Listen to me, and let me show you the way back. You can shut down, walk away, or be strong and tough. I'm not going to make you. I've never made you do something. But I'm going to be honest about the second road. It ends in silence, which isn't very helpful when you're lost. You are still listening, which tells me which way your heart is pulling you. I care more about that lean than the stumble ever did. It's not my job to look for people who never fall. When they hear my voice, they stop in the middle of a step and turn. It doesn't matter how small the turn feels. I get it. Thoughts on the shepherd king who fell much more than you did. He took something that wasn't his and covered it. For a while, he called that peace. But when my words finally put him in a corner, he didn't argue. In 4 words, he said, I have sinned against you. that he wasn't being honest allowed mercy to come his way, that his crown could never have bought. Those 4 words are what I need from you. There shouldn't be any fake sadness or constant self-punishment. There should only be the honest truth, spoken from the heart, with nothing hidden behind your back. That's where all of my people's restorations have started, and yours will too. I still have a lot to show you. I'll show you how to close the door that was left open. I will show you the pattern behind this slip up so it doesn't happen again. After that, when everything is calm, I'll tell you what I've been meaning to give you. Follow me. There has already been a turn. Say something quietly. As long as you take this criticism with an open heart, I will listen. Please subscribe to this channel before we go any further. When you subscribe, my prophetic promise and alignment come to life. That's a promise that puts you in line with heaven's will for the rest of your days. After this, I will show you how to get back, one step at a time. Please do not skip any steps. You're not as far from home as you think, but you have to walk it honestly or not at all. Being honest with yourself is the first step. Describe exactly what happened, with no excuses. Don't make it look better or worse. When something is faced with light, it can't hide in the dark. Things that stay hidden hold on tight. Yes, bring it all out in the open in front of me. As soon as you do, you will feel its hold start to weaken. Let go of the voice that keeps telling you why it happened. Justification is a chain that's dressed as a comfort. You are tied to the thing as long as you defend it. Being honest is what breaks the chain. You don't have to beat me in a fight. You only need to tell me the truth, which I already know and can handle. The second step is to turn your attention back to me, deliberately, not casually. Do not think of me like you think about the weather, just briefly. Make a point of coming to me. Speak to me plainly, in your own words, as you would speak to a father you trust. Then be still, and let the stillness do its slow, deep work. Something will move in that stillness. It will hit you just like the wrong turn did. The draft from the door will get weaker. The shaky churning will stop. As I put my hand on the latch, I heard the sound of a door closing. Your heart said yes. What was opened without thinking is now closed with care. There's also a third step that most people don't want to take. You need to forgive yourself. Don't say sorry for what you did. Forgive yourself. There's a difference. When you say you're sorry and still feel guilty, that's not devotion. I never asked you to carry that weight, and it holds you back from a time I've already dealt with. I'm not going to hold this against you. Don't keep it inside. Who are you to keep yourself in chains if I set you free? Raise your head. The debt has been paid off, not by your pain, but by my kindness. Your sadness had its time and did its job. Its hour is up now. Moving on with your life without dwelling on the past is no longer humble. It's not believing, and I want you to put it down. Now, tell someone in your network about this word from the prophet. Sharing brings the breakthrough you are receiving into their lives and sets off the anointing. Let this blessing grow as you send it out into the world. I need one more thing from you before I talk about what comes next. It has to do with your trust. My child, I want you to give some of what you have, something real, to the altar of this work, like putting gold on the scales of this calling. Let it be a seed planted in deep water or an offering set on stone. Don't be afraid to do it. This shows that you trust me to provide and that your heart is no longer attached to not having enough. When you let go with faith, it stays in your life. It moves ahead of you into the harvest I'm getting ready for. Think about the old widow I watched at the treasury. Others gave from what they had and didn't feel anything. She gave 2 small coins, which were all she had, and people still talk about her in heaven. It was never the amount that made me feel something. It was the hand that was open. When a heart has stopped protecting itself against its own father, it stands with an open hand. In every part of your life, I am making you have the same open hand. If your hand can let go, it can also receive. This is why the promise and the correction come in the same word. When you turn, what was never yours to hold is taken away from your hands. They feel what was always there when they receive the blessing. For the next few steps, you need to know the difference between a mistake and a pattern. A mistake is one slip up on the path. When you walk down the same path over and over again, your feet don't even think about where they are going. What happened to you was just a slip up, but I saw a pattern forming beneath it, and that's what I'm healing today. This wasn't the first time you had felt that hesitation, but got past it. You still remember the other times. All of them looked like small deals, but even small ones can grow into big ones. They stay true just as well in the dark as they do in the field. This one is being pulled up while the root is still not very deep. That's not being mean. That gardener knows what the plant will grow into. So, don't just say sorry for what you did. Keep an eye on the doorway it came in via. Take note of how quickly your mind wants to get rid of this word, change the subject, or check on something else. Not being able to settle down is not a mistake. Growth is slowed down when distractions take the place of reflection. Stay where you are until the lesson is fully ingrained in you. Know this: the moment of carelessness has now been closed by the moment of care. The door is shut. The churning has stopped. I got rid of the sentence you were serving for yourself. You are no longer being tried. You are training, which is different. Someone in jail waits for time to pass. A son is getting ready for what's going to happen. My voice does something different from here on out. The fix has done what it was meant to do. I'm going to start rebuilding with the one skill that would have kept you from going through all of this. The ability to tell my voice from all the others. Pay close attention. The next thing I teach you will protect you forever. It's easy to find my voice. It's simple to drown. I speak in the quiet nudge that comes before a choice. I speak with a sudden sense of caution that makes no sense. I talk in the thought that comes to me with peace instead of stress. You know, I've told you this a lot more times than you think. Now the work is to get to know that voice so well that no one else can copy it. I want you to hold this first sound of my voice for the rest of your life. My advice brings peace. I don't always ask for comfort and ease because I ask hard things. But even my harsh words land on solid ground. You can move when there is peace. Stop where you are when the peace comes back. You don't just feel peaceful when I give it to you. It is a way for me to talk. That sign has been there before. You felt it leave at the exact time we were talking about. Before this breath, there was stillness, then churning, and you still moved. If you feel that way again, don't use it as a mood to get through things. They have a guard on the wall, and when they sound the alarm, the gates should be locked and not opened. There's a second mark. My voice leads. It doesn't push. It's almost never my duty to feel rushed, like you need to act now, before you think or pray. I made time, and I'm never late with it. If it's from me and true, it will last through a pause. When you take a break, things that depend on your hurry will fall apart, and things that depend on your hurry will be afraid of your clarity. So plan for the break. Hold on for a moment and ask me before you decide, answer, or take the next step. Every break doesn't have to last an hour. It only takes one honest breath to clear the air sometimes. This morning, the mistake we talked about took place where that pause should have been. From now on, watch over that area like you would a treasure, because that's what it is. Pay attention, because it's the key to your whole life. Your life is shaped by what you see. What you eat gets stronger, and what you don't eat gets weaker. There are voices and influences near you that at first glance don't seem dangerous. Still, each one leaves a trace, and the traces add up. You've been slowly getting off track by some of the things you've let close to you lately. I don't want you to be afraid of the world. Please take care of the gate. Ask one simple question of everything that wants your attention. Is this making me closer or farther away from my dad? It will surprise you how quickly the answer comes to you. You've known all along. What has been missing is not wisdom, but choice. You will need to stop doing some things, and I will show you which ones they are. Do not be sad about them. This isn't loss. That's what it is, and branches that are supposed to bear more fruit are pruned. Never cut off branches that are done. The vine doesn't get smaller when the vine dresser cuts it. It's ready. Also, pay attention to what you say to yourself when no one is around. You've been hurt more by that voice in your head than by any enemy, and more than I have ever been hurt. It calls you a failure, but I call you my child. It plays over and over again your worst day, but I already threw that record away. When that voice calls out from now on, say what I say. Keep having new thoughts until they tell you the truth. Because that's what transformation really is. Not more work put in, but a mind slowly changed to agree with heaven. Like a wheel following the road, your choices are easy to make when your thoughts are in line with my truth. That's why I start inside. If you fix the spring, the stream will be clean again. Now, I want to say something nice about discipline, because the word has lost its taste for you. Discipline is not a limit. Consistency is all that discipline is. That you did the right thing on the dull, gray days just like you did on the sunny days. As time goes on, no one becomes stable. It's built one moment at a time, and I'm building it in you right now. At first, you won't feel strong in this. You should expect that, and it's not a failure. When this kind of strength grows, it's like an oak tree. It doesn't make noise or have any big days. But after years of work, it's still there. The root gets deeper every time you stop and ask me. There is more trunk every time you turn away from the wrong voice. Slow growth is not a bad thing. The best kind of growth is slow growth. And you should know why you are training so hard. Don't worry about what I say. I want to be clear. There are real times in your life coming up when a single choice will mean a lot. There will be open doors that you must go through right away. There will be other doors that need to be turned down right away. If you learn this skill now, it will be worth more than silver in those days. This is why the fix came at that time. It's not that your mistake was too bad for me to forgive, but that the future I have planned for you is too big for drifting. Before the harvest, not during it, a dull blade is sharpened. Think about the sharpening today. If you look for it, you can already tell the difference. While my words have been washing over you, your mind has calmed down. You brought less fog with you this hour. It wasn't just these words that made that clear. This is what always happens when someone's heart wants to go home. When alignment comes back, peace comes in without being asked. Hold on to how you feel right now, and don't let the day take it away. The clarity in this is not a visitor. It's meant to stay with you. Take it with you into the small choices that no one sees first. The big choices will come when you're ready. Now I have to talk about the years, because they've been a silent wound between us. You used to ask questions out loud, but stopped. You hid them in your prayers by being polite, but I still heard them. Why did it take so long? Why do they have it while I don't? People who have never been looking for you seem to be running past me, while I stand still. People who started after you got there long before you did. As you cheered for them, there was pain behind your smile. Your voice didn't shake as you spoke blessings over them. After that, you went home, sat alone, and thought about what was wrong. I saw all of those evenings. I paid attention to all of them. There were nights that were even worse. There were nights when you wondered if you had heard me wrong all those years ago. At night, you held the old promise in your hands like a coin that you could no longer use, because the way to the bigger life seemed to be gone. You thought about settling for the smaller one. You didn't say it that way. You didn't need to. Let me now answer the questions that were hidden in a clear way, like a parent would to an adult child. The delay was never due to absence. During those years, I was never anywhere else, and there was never any rejection. You used my silence as a measure of distance. It was closer to the silence of a worker who was too busy with his work to speak. Picture a field that hasn't been used all winter. From the outside, it looks like it's not doing anything. It has never done work this important in its life. The ground heals and rests. What was spent is brought back. And when the sowing finally comes, that quiet field outbears every acre that was never given its season of stillness. Your hidden years were not empty years. They were fallow years. And the difference is as big as the harvest. Also, think about how a great house is put together. For months, there is nothing to admire. The work goes downward before it ever goes upward. Deep cuts into ground that can't be seen. A stone was put down where all guests will see it. Someone walks by and sees a hole and says, "Failure." The builder sees a base and names it wisdom. The work that can't be seen has to be done for longer as the walls get higher. If you want to know how long you've been forgotten, use that rule and read them again. You feel bad about the doors that shut on you, the ones you hit so hard your hands hurt, because you lost them. You've been sad about some of them for years. But I saw what was behind those doors from the other side. I shut them to keep you safe from what you couldn't see yet. No one can close what I open. I'm now going to open. The fallow season is closing, not winding down over years, closing. The field has had enough rest. Now that the foundation has dried out, it can hold the weight that was put on it. What I set in motion before you even knew you wanted it is now coming to pass, and no one in heaven or on earth can stop it. This is the reason the fix couldn't wait. That's why I cut you off today of all days, and why my voice has been so fiery. On a long, flat road, a man can drift and not lose much. At the bend, he can't drift. My child, you are at the bend. In this hour, I taught you honesty, pause, the guarded gate, and steady discipline. All of these things were designed to prepare you for what lies ahead. I know that the years have made your heart afraid of hope. I know that you've stood up many times only to fall back down again. That's why I'm not asking you to feel something. What I want is both much smaller and much bigger. Believe me, even though years have passed, they trust my voice alone, like a sailor trusts a star he can't reach. State, I believe you if you are ready to believe what I say despite the years of proof. Now listen to what's coming. Because I always tell my kids what to look for when I point them in a certain direction. The blessing I've planned comes in 3 streams. Pay close attention to each one so that when they get to you, you'll know it's my hand and not just luck. The first stream is a sudden favor. This is when doors you never knocked on start to open. You will give something small without expecting anything in return, and it will come back with a yes that you no longer need to wait for. In one sentence, a normal conversation can become the link you need to get where you want to go. People who haven't paid attention to you before will soon. They won't know why, but you will know. I go before my kids. I call them by their names in rooms they haven't been to yet. I bend hearts the way a farmer makes a dry channel out of water. Whatever years of hard work couldn't open, one set moment will. Do not stand there in doubt at the threshold when it happens. If you see it, thank me and go through. The second stream is restoration, and it goes further than you think. Things that were taken from you are coming back, but not the way they were before. They come back bigger, like how seeds come back as harvest. I am repaying the seasons that the devourer ate. That's not poetry at all. It's a promise that includes your name. Even dreams you thought were dead will come back to you. There is a dream you used to have that was stifled by life many years ago. You were sad about it and then moved on. In my hands, though, things that are buried can become things that are planted. It's coming back, but this time it's in a wiser form that fits who you are now instead of who you were when you first dreamed it. It will also find some ways to fix things. A voice that has been quiet may try to reach out. You might not expect to hear words like, "I'm sorry," "I understand," or "open the door where there was a wall." Know what this promise doesn't cover. I only bring back what I command, not everything you lost. What was taken from you to protect you will never come back, and you will thank me for that too. But what's meant to be on your path will get there. You won't believe the third stream, because you haven't had it in so long that you have forgotten how good it tastes. Peaceful. You're used to having that tight band across your chest because you've been wearing it for so long. The tight spot under your ribs that won't let go. Like birds that can't land, your thoughts fly around your bed at night. This is all of it, and I'm telling you that it's not your inheritance. At first, you'll only notice small changes. One morning, when you wake up, the fear that usually greets you will not be there. Something that used to make you feel sick will now just pass over you like rain that stops hitting the house. It won't happen when you expect it to. The old fear will show up. That absence will be me being there. You've been hearing that voice for years, telling you that you are too late, too flawed, and too far behind. Well, its time is up. It won't be argued away. It will be drowned out by a voice that is more true and says what I have always said over you. You are mine. You're being called. You're not behind because everyone who walks with me is behind. Now remember what I said about the time. You will not have to wait in the dark like you have had to do before. Keep an eye out for the first sign before this season ends. Not all of your harvest at once. That's not how harvests happen. But the first fruit, the early sign, and the clear touch of my hand are that your life's weather has changed. Remember this hour, and that I named it before it came. Remember what wells are for when the streams start to flow. You aren't getting this blessing, so you can build a taller wall around your house. It was sent to go through you. Some people close to you, are still in the middle of their own long winter. You'll know these souls because you've been in their shoes. Give them hope. Give like you've been given to. What you pour out for my supply is what I count as being poured out to me, and I owe no one anything. That's always been how my kingdom has worked. As you were given, so are you to give. Now you can find everything I've talked about on this channel in one place. These are all in the Daily Miracle Manual, the prayers, the lessons, and the daily blessings. There is a link in the text. Please know that each seed you plant will grow into a torch that lights the way for someone else. Whether you join our community, buy a coffee, or make a donation, it doesn't go to a channel. Your actions are helping God save souls who have lost their way. But we want your presence more than your help. You're not just going to a website. When you click on the link in the description or the pinned comment, you're joining a group of believers who share your beliefs. This is a safe place where you can post prayer requests, carry other people's burdens, and have daily conversations with a faith-based family. You are helping us build a global altar of worship when you join one of our membership levels, whether it's to study more deeply, plant a seed of faith, or just join our daily morning prayers. The voices of those who want to move heaven move it, but it grows when people stand together. Everyone in our community who wants to heal and find hope will be helped by every gift you give. We all work toward the same goal, which is to give, and it will be given to you. Now is your chance to come out from the shadows and join us in this circle of prayer. Bring a purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed where it will grow well. Let's open up the sky together. Today, plant your seed, join our group, and wait to see what God brings back into your life. Let's think about this deep truth before we finish this powerful story. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment that was made just for you. For your safety and faith, there is a link in the description and pinned comment that leads to a community. This is where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise based on the Bible. You can join a holy group of believers who share your beliefs by going to the site right now. When you join one of our membership levels, you can immediately access powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that no one else can see. Right now is your chance to enter a safe place where you can get spiritual help, constant support from our prayer wall, and quick progress toward your destiny. Don't miss this chance to change your life. There's a breakthrough waiting for you. Use the unique link in the description to become a part of our inner circle. This is how you can be sure you never miss the spiritual warfare tools and personalized messages that are meant to make your life better. The link to deepen your connection is in both the pinned comment and the description, so you can click on it whenever you want. Our guided ebooks and Bibles can be found in the pinned comment for those who want to take this work home and make it stronger. You have the power to change the world, whether you become a member or use our tools to plant a seed. Do it. Your plenty is waiting. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. I'm now going to show you the charge. You should leave this hour different from how you came in. Remember to be honest like we did today. Don't let anything hidden take hold of you again. Do not end the pause. Before you make a big choice, ask me first. Pay close attention to the gate. Feed only what you want to grow. Keep your hand open when you give and when you receive. There will be tests. I have never lied to you, so I won't act like I have. One day, the old thought will come back to the old door, this time in new clothes and a soft voice. At some point, you will feel like you need to move right away, but you won't have time to listen. These are not signs that I'm not here. After every real lesson, there are tests that you must pass. You will pass because you will not be the same person you were. Do what you have learned when those days come. Don't go. Take deep breaths. Turn your heart toward me and wait until you feel stable before you move. Go on if the peace stays. People will call you a fool if you stand still when the peace is broken. I have never let down someone who was waiting for me. And I won't start with you when I fail. And when you fall, because everyone does, don't disappear from my life for weeks like you used to. That's an old pattern that doesn't work anymore. Please come right away. If you can, come in the middle of fall. From my side, the door between us is never locked. I love the child more who tells the truth right away and runs home than the one who hides until the shame turns into distance. Also, pay attention to how you act around other people now. People who have been chosen don't brag or beg. Their walk is calm and sure, like someone who knows who they are. Use the mercy you've received today to season what you say. Be slow to show what other people are hiding, fast to hide what mercy can hide, and the first to give hope to those the world has written off. You will be able to spot them. Yesterday, you were one of them. There will be people close to you who you pray for, the people you care about, whose names you've told me more often than your own. I have heard everything said about them. I can't find anything that was given to me. It's not your job to save them. It is meant to be their guide, a living answer that stands where they can see it, proof that the long road is worth taking. Some words are pushed, the best ones are lived. Now, let me gather everything up so that nothing I gave you today falls apart. The wrong turn is admitted and hidden. The door that was opened is now locked and closed. What's under it is named and broken. The years that made you feel bad about yourself were read to you correctly as time to rest and build a strong base, not as a failure. There are 3 streams coming at you: favor, restoration, and peace. And the first proof comes before the season changes. On top of that, you were picked and the assignment is real. That's the whole word. This is all that's left living it. And the living starts as soon as my voice stops speaking. In the first honest sentence, you speak to me tonight in your own words, in the first small choice you make. Start out small. I'll see you there, just like I did here. If the dark ever tries to tell you that this hour didn't really happen and that you were just making it up, you will know what to say. Remember how these words made your heart burn. That fire was recognition. The sheep know the voice of the shepherd, and you knew mine today, from the first sentence to the last. So, my dear child, get up now. Lift your head, square your shoulders, and walk back into your life as if you were sent, not just thrown out. I am in you to make you strong, I say. I am in front of you to lead, behind you to protect. You won't walk alone on any of the days that are coming. Not a single one. When I speak, my words don't come back to me empty. It does the job I tell it to do. I sent it today to find you, turn you, and put you on your feet so that you face the right horizon. It has done that. Go with me and walk it out step by step from now until all the times I've set aside. Say, I accept it. If you're ready to get up and walk with me into everything I have planned for you. Now, let that statement hold you up. Type, I receive it, in the comments to make sure you're serious. Let heaven and earth know that you are ready to do what you were meant to do. Also, before you leave, read this word from the prophet one more time. Sharing turns on the anointing and lets everyone in your network know about this breakthrough. Let it touch everyone who gets it with the same grace that found you today. We only get help from viewers. Follow the link or scan the QR code to get content that is only available to members. Have a great day. As you feel more awake, know that your help with this mission is not a joke. It's something God wants us to know. Use the link in the description or the pinned comment to show your support for this work. You can buy a coffee, make a donation, or join our community. You join Jesus' plan to save souls who are still lost in fog when you do this. Each seed grows into a light that fights the darkness. Jesus says that if you water other people, you will be watered yourself. This is not history. It's a promise about your future that is still alive. Have faith and a plan as you go into this moment. By giving, you can get to what God has already planned for your life. The full guide, with every daily prayer and spiritual tool I've made to help you grow in your faith, is at the bottom of the page. The Daily Miracle Manual is the name of it. Please stay with me now because before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open.